The contestants have presented their answers. Before I award the points, let's look at the suggested solution from the consultants. This is a very friendly problem of the day, isn't it? Yes. So if you don't learn anything at all from today's contest, this is what I want you to remember. Okay? All right. So this problem of the day actually came from mathematics. And this is the suggested solution. Actually, the question was, describe how to solve a word problem. The interesting thing is we've been solving word problems all along from basic school, right? But when we are asked how to go through the process of solving the problem, it becomes a problem in itself. All right. So this is the suggested solution. First, read the problem carefully at least twice to be sure you understand it. For saying this, 2 points. Yes. Next, if possible, draw a sketch or a diagram to help visualize or understand the problem better. 1 point for this. After that, determine which quantity you are being asked to find. Choose a letter to represent the unknown quantity and write down exactly what this represents. For saying this, 2 more points. Okay, after you have done this, express the problem as an equation or an inequality. It is not always that it's an equation. So it's an equation or an inequality. 2 points for this. After that, solve the problem for the unknown quantity. Solve the problem. So all along, you're doing all sorts of things to get you to this point. Solve the problem for the unknown quantity. 1 point. After you're done with that, you are not done. Because now you have to answer the question or questions that have been asked. 1 more point. Then finally, after you have done all this, you check your solution. This is the part I call the common sense check, because the solution must make sense in the context of the question, right? So you check your solution, and this is worth 1 more point, giving a total of 10 points. Please, audience, I hope you can now go through the process of solving a word problem. Yes, that's great. Now, contestants, West Africa. I'm giving you some points for some of the parts of the solution, right? So it's about the point that says you determine which quantity you are being asked to find and choose a letter to represent that. You talk about variables, right, and picking a letter. So I'm giving you 1 point out of 2 for that. Then you express as an equation or inequality. I'm giving you 1 point because you didn't talk about inequality. So 1 point for that. And then you go through a process of solving. So you actually detail the step of solving the problem. So I'm giving you 1 point out of 1 for that. But that's the end. I don't see anything else. So you have 3 out of 10. Adisadel. Yes, you are getting 1 point for bringing in a variable, representing each quantity by a variable. You get 1 point for that out of 2. You actually mentioned inequality, so you express the problem so that you have an equation or inequality, so you get 2 full points for that. Then you solve the problem. You go through detailed steps of how to solve the problem. That's worth 1 point, so I give you 1 more point, and that's about it. So you have 4 out of 10. St. Peter's. You also have the thing represented by variable, so I'm giving you 1 point for that. You express your problem as an equation. You don't mention inequality, so you get 1 out of the 2 for that. Then the solution, you spend some time talking about how to solve it. That was worth 1 point. You get the 1 point. And then you actually went ahead and said that you must go ahead and answer questions that have been asked. So I'm giving you the 1 point for that. And then that's the end of your success. So you also have 4 out of 10. That's the end of the problem of the day and the end of round 3. Please pick up your notepads. Round 4. In this round, I'm going to be presenting you with statements. When you receive a statement, please consider the statement very carefully and let me know whether it's true or false. If you are right, 2 points. If you are incorrect, you lose a precious point. You may choose not to respond, in which case the statement becomes available to the 2 other schools. A school may ring and attempt an answer. If right, 2 full points. If it's incorrect, there's that penalty, 1 point. Best wishes, everyone. I'm starting this first set of statements with a preamble, after which I'll come to you, West Africa. All right, so the preamble. Indicate whether the following are true or false according to the accepted concept of hormone action. That's the preamble. I hope you got it. Again, indicate whether the following are true or false according to the accepted concept of hormone action. All right, so now West Africa. If receptor molecules are removed from target organs, then the target organ will continue to respond to the hormone without any difference. Sahine?
False.
You're right. If receptor molecules are removed from target organs, then the target organ will continue to respond to the hormone but will require higher concentration. Quay?
False.
You're right. If receptor molecules are removed from target organs, then the target organ will continue to respond to the hormone, but in the opposite direction. Kissy?
False.
Yes. Okay, so the molecules of hormones bind to specific receptor molecules located on the surface of the cell membrane. So if the receptor molecules are removed, then the target organ will simply not respond to the hormone. All right. West Africa. A proton is made up of two particles, each having 2/3 of the proton charge, and another particle having negative 1/3 the proton charge. Sahine?
True.
Yes. A neutron is made up of two particles, each having negative 1/3 the proton charge, and another particle having 2/3 the proton charge. Kwei?
True.
Yes. The particles that make up the proton and the neutron are the up and down quarks, which have fractional electric charge and interact mainly via the electromagnetic force. Kissy?
False.
You're right. There is an integer n such that 2 less than n less than 3. Sahine?
False.
Yes. There are real numbers x and y such that x plus y is equal to y. Kwei?
True.
Yes. There is an integer n, which is an exact square such that 36 less than n less than 49. Kissy?
False.
You're right. All alkenes show cis-trans isomerism. Sahine?
False.
You're right. One butene and cyclobutane are structural isomers. Yes, Kwei?
True.
Yes. Di-substituted cyclobutane will show cis-trans isomerism. Kissy?
True.
Yes. Next set, I have a preamble. Preamble to all schools. Preamble. State whether the following are true or false about the possible consequence of having one's spleen removed. Did you get the preamble once again? State whether the following are true or false about the possible consequence of having one's spleen removed. All right. So West Africa. One might need to take insulin shots to control one's sugar level. Yes, Ahine?
False.
You're right. One might need dialysis to remove excess water, solutes, and toxins from the blood. Yes, Kwei?
True.
No. That's a false statement. One might need extra immunizations for protection against infections. Yes, Kissy?
True.
Yes. The lifetime of a radionuclide is independent of temperature, pressure, or the speed of the radionuclide. Yes, Ahine?
False.
You're right. Time dilation is a phenomenon that occurs when the rotation of the Earth about its axis slows down slightly and a day lasts slightly longer than 24 hours. Kwei?
True.
Oh, no. Unstable particles in motion at very high speeds have longer lifetimes than when the same particles are stationary. Yes, Kissy?
True.
Yes. For any rational number A, the equation x squared is equal to A has a rational root. Yes, Sahine?
It's false.
Yes. For any integer n, n squared is greater than or equal to 1. Kwei?
True.
No. What about 0? 0. For any integer n cubed is greater than n. Kissy?
False.
You're right. Last set of statements, last set. Beryllium belongs to group 2 and is a member of the second period, and yet its chemistry is similar to that of aluminium. Sahine?
True.
Yes. Using the diagonal relationship, the elements nitrogen and silicon will have similar properties. Yes, Quay?
False.
That's right. Last statement, last statement. Galamsey operators in Ghana use water together with mercury to wash the sand to get the alluvial gold. Kissy?
True.
No. That's the end of the fourth round. At the end of the fourth round, Adisadel College has 36 points. St. Peter's Senior High School has 39 points. West Africa Senior High School has 41 points. No cup. Cup. Contestants. Contestants, the cup has arrived. Please take a good look. Take a good look, because that's what this is about, and let it ginger you to greatness in the fifth and final round. The contest is close and will be decided in this fifth and final round, round 5. In this round, I'm going to be reading out clues. Your objective is to solve the riddle. For an opportunity to solve a riddle, you must ring for it. May I hear your bell at the Sadell College? Thank you. Yours, West Africa. Thank you. And yours, St. Peter's. If you solve the riddle on the first clue, 5 points. If you solve the riddle on the first clue, 5 points. 5 points. On the second clue, 4 points. On the third or any clue thereafter, 3 points. There are 4 riddles in all. Best wishes, everyone. First riddle. I am a principle that applies to a category of matter. I am a named principle that does not apply to particles that obey Bose-Einstein statistics. Specifically, I apply to particles with half-integer spin. Yes, Abdul.
Pauli's exclusion principle.
You are right. the third clue, 3 points. Next one. I am sometimes referred to as the ladder of life, but I'm often not considered when it comes to great biological discoveries. I was one of the first scientists to organize living things. Thus, among other things I studied, I was a taxonomist. My work on the classification of living things was revolutionary at my time. I developed the first classification system. Yes. Kisi?
Aristotle.
You are right. They solved the riddle on the fifth clue, 3 points. Next one. My name comes from an Arabic word that means gold color. Among my peers, I am the last in a sense. My impure form was isolated in 1824 by heating a mixture of potassium and my fluoride. My pure form, isolated in 1925, has been found to be resistant to the corrosive environment inside atomic reactors and also to acids and alkalis. I am the last when metallic elements are arranged in an alphabetical order. With an... Yes, Fanny?
Zirconium.
You are right. They solved the riddle on the fifth clue, 3 points. Last one. Last one. I am a 3-digit odd number between 100 and 200. The product of all my digits is a 2-digit odd cube. My digits are distinct. The sum of my digits is 13. My last digit is an exact square. Yes, Fanny?
149.
That's incorrect. Who rang next? Who rang next? Yeah, go ahead. Yes, Sahine.
Sir, please, hey, madam, please, we have 147.
No. I continue. My digits. I continue. My digits form an increasing exponential sequence. So who am I? Yes, Asu,
139.
you are right. And that's the end of the 5th round. At the end of the contest, here are the final scores. Adisadel College has 39 points. West Africa Senior High School has 44 points. St. Peter's Senior High School has 45 points. As we are still in the money zone, I have these announcements to make. GCB Bank is donating the following. Adisadel College will receive a total amount of 2,340 Ghana cedis for the 3 contestants and 1 teacher. West Africa Senior High School will receive a total amount of 2,640 Ghana cedis for the 3 contestants and 1 teacher. And St. Peter's Senior High School will receive a total amount of 2,700 Ghana cedis for the 3 contestants and 1 teacher. In addition to that, Bond Savings and Loans is donating the following. At Adisadel College, you are receiving 2,000 Ghana cedis. West Africa Senior High School, you are receiving 3,000 Ghana cedis. And St. Peter's, you are receiving 5,000 Ghana cedis. As far as I'm concerned, contestants, you are all champions. You've done so well. You've done so well. But I have to make some distinctions. At Adisadel College, Sasu, be proud, you did well. 3rd place. West Africa Senior High School, what a journey you've had. I'm so proud of you. Well done, well done, well done. Well done. 2nd place. St. Peter's Senior High School, congratulations on winning the contest. Wow, you did it. It's been a long time coming, 12 years. Well done, congratulations, champions 2018. Viewers, I would like to say a very big thank you to all those who have made this competition possible for 2018. 2018 has been incredible. It has been competitive, it has been exciting. And I would like to say a big thank you first to the consultants, my hardworking consultants. Thank you very much, thank you. Quiz mistresses, thank you. Teachers, thank you for all you do. Your reward will be found on earth one day. Parents, including my own dear mommy, thank you. And contestants, for all the hard work, for the sleepless nights, for the stress, and for your brilliance. Thank you so much. Thank you. Before we leave, I would like to acknowledge that the National Science and Math Quiz is sponsored by the Ghana Education Service through the Conference of Heads of Assisted Secondary Schools. We also have support from GCB Bank, Accra College of Medicine, Medifem Multi-Specialist Hospital and Fertility Center, Lancaster University, Ghana, Academic City College, West African Center for Cell Biology of Infectious Pathogens, WASBID, Awake Purified Drinking Water, GTP, MFA Jewelry, and Horti Makeup. The mentorship sessions are sponsored by Bond Savings and Loans and RMG Ghana, and SciTech Fair 2018 was sponsored by Goyle, Prudential Life Insurance Ghana, and Talo Ghana Limited. Our media sponsors are City FM and JoyNews. This is a prime time production. Thank you very much, everyone. And until we meet again, this is your quiz mistress, Elsie Efa Kaufman, signing off. Thank you.